Spirit revealing it, that the so-called old and the so-called new is considered scripture. It's scripture. Even that which was taken out by the uh, Protestant church, which is called the Apocrypha, or that shouldn't even be a term given to those books. That should be in the book, and the book should be called the scripture. Because without those so-called apocrypha, you don't have scripture. You have a Bible, which we have today. All praises. So we see here that the woman at the well was being introduced to something Paul later came and established. See, Paul established that truth, and it's a blessing in our eyes. All praises. All praises. So the gospel denies the sufficiency of grace and faith alone to save and keep us. So we need to go as the last scripture to the book of Revelation, and we're gonna look at something real quick, and we're gonna sum it up with this. Uh, Give me a second. You can give.
We are Plain Truth of Statesville. We do our Saturday morning Shabbat classes every morning from 9:30 to 10:10 on Zoom and Facebook Live. We also do it on our YouTube page, Plain Truth of Yahweh. Every Saturday morning. We do scripture readings every Tuesday evenings from 6 p to 7 p. We do it on our Facebook page, Sahaba Yasharala Facebook page, and also on Google Meet. So if you want to join us on the Google Meet class, you could just send us your email address and we will add you to our guest list and send you that link. Or if you just want to go on Sahara Yasharala's Facebook page Tuesday evenings from 6 p to 7 p and join in with us and learn with us, you can do that as well. Same for Shabbat class, Zoom. You can send your email address or go to Facebook Live or our YouTube page, Plain Truth of Yahweh.
All right. Let's move to the last scripture, and we're going to stop here. Revelation chapter 14, verses 12 through 20. Revelation chapter 14, verses 12 through 20. Now, we talked about what the gospel entails, how it came about. The Most High, the Father, placed us in Yahushua, the Son, in order to heal Israel. See, that's what the gospel is today. And the gospel also entails being obedient to the law, statutes, commandments. That's the works, doing what the Most High initially told us to do. So we have the works and the faith. It does not cancel out the sufficiency of Christ because he was obedient. We have to be obedient too. Revelation chapter 14, verses 12 through 20, and we're going to seal it with this, and I hope you're edified, been edified.
Revelations chapter 14, verse 12 through 20. Here is the patience of the saints.
Who are the saints? The Israelites. Go ahead.
Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua.
So we keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua, which is the Son, okay?
And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Most High. From henceforth ye saith the Spirit that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them.
Mm.
And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap. For the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him, saying, Thrust in thy sickle. So like it, thrust in thy sharp sickle and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles.
So we see here. Go ahead. Sorry.
By the space of 1,600 furlongs.
Okay, so we see here that we're in the time of the harvest, and there's gonna come a time called Jacob's trouble, where those that are and we can say now, it isn't got the full fruition. We're going through as a people. We're being targeted consistently and continually by governments, by leadership. The scripture tells us that when the wicked king is in rulership, the people mourn. And when when a good king is in rulership, the people rejoice. So Israel is in mourning right now. We see it all the time, wheresoever we turn our head, unjustly persecuted for doing the same thing that's written in the law, for following the law. It lets us know that this land is not for Israelites. It is not. It's for those that are in authority, for those that are not of our nation. But we're going to have to go through. Even he said we're thrust in the wine press. We're placed in persecution. Christ said that they persecuted him, so they're going to persecute us. That knows he was just like us. And some of us going to be thrown in prison. Some of us be taken before the judges, their judgment seats. We see that all the time. And we always get the bad end of the stick, thrust in prison. And some of us even put to death for truth. But we have a promise. See, blessed are those from henceforth. He said, from hearing this gospel, blessed are those who die in Yahushua. See, in the Lord. See, so we blessed are those who die in the Lord, in Yahweh. See, we can't leave out the Father because he gave us the law, statutes, commandments through Hamashiach Yahushua. And then Hamashiach Yahushua came down himself, was born as so as we, placed in flesh, wrapped in flesh, and his spirit came. Well, matter of fact, he was born as a man, and his spirit came upon him, and anointed him, Yahushua, to do the work that we couldn't do, that we failed to do, because the time was becoming nigh that he should come and bring us back to the Father, so that his will could be done. Okay. We done talked about the virgin birth and all that. So I say he was born as a man without sin. He had the Spirit upon him without measure, placed upon him by the Father. Remember that. So this other gospel tells you that the Father is Yahushua. That Trinity thing. It's a whole much into that I wouldn't even dare to even touch, because it's so much. It would take a couple days or a couple sabbats that I'm not going to waste your time on. but I just want you to get the plain truth of the matter so that you can grow thereby. Sincere milk of the word. And you can take this and develop it in your walk, not in your talk, in your walk. See? And with that, we say Shabbat Shalom, Kwam Yasharala.
Yasharala.